Hello, everyone. This is Kay with K Knows Sports, and I'm just back here with a little bit of info because we know that Antonio Brown, Mr. AB, actually was cut from the Patriots last week after playing one game. He scored a touchdown in that game, and it looks like he was a good fit for the Patriots at that time. I was excited about the trade I was excited about his signing to the Patriots because I am a Patriots fan, and I was like, damn, we're gonna have a super team, and the Patriots are still gonna be fine, but he would have elevated them because of his talent, but the man does have some serious issues. And he's much more of a character. Uh, there's a lot of things that have come out about AB that are not so good. If you listen to different sports analysis and Stephen A. and ESPN and Fox Sports, they talked about him extensively. So he released these tweets, I guess, on the 22nd, and one of them stated, "Will not be playing at the NFL anymore. These owners can cancel deals, do whatever they want at any time. We will see if the at AFLPA hold them accountable. Sad they can just void guarantees anytime. Going on 40 mil, 2 months. We'll see if they pay up." So he's upset, of course, because it's money. That's money involved, and they're messing with his money, right? But he was the cause of this, so I would be upset with myself on this one. But then he took shots at everybody. Like, he's just been tweeting, and he's just like President Trump. Like, he likes to be on Twitter. He likes to be on social media more than he likes to play football. That is amazing to me. And that's why he's not going to be the player that he could have been when everything is said and done. And I do want to talk more in depth about him because I feel like his is a story that could be tragic um, when everything's said and done. But I don't want to say that. Let's go to some of these tweets here. So he says, Patriots owner Robert Kraft, who was charged in February with soliciting prostitution at a Florida spa. Remember that? It was right at the Super Bowl that they won against the Rams. He got, charged with solicitation. And here's the woman who is accused of Brown of raping in the picture below. I think her name is Brittany Taylor, if I'm not mistaken. And he tweeted, Kraft got caught in the parlor. AB's speculations fired different strokes, different folks, clearly. So I guess he's saying, what he's essentially saying is Robert Kraft got caught in the parlor, but there's no charges against that. I think he said he was going to fight it in court or something. AB has speculations against him, which have not been found to be true, but he was fired. So he's saying different strokes for different folks, clearly, because Robert Kraft is a white billionaire, right? So he's firing shots at everybody. And then he even fired shots at Big Ben, which I thought was funny because Big Ben did get off. I heard, he had a rape allegation against him, and he didn't get no time served. So he tweeted this. He says, 4 games for Big Ben. Crazy world. I'm done with it. And it's true. He only got 4 games for this accused raping of a Nevada woman. I don't know what year that was, though. What year does that say? 2010, and that's it. Alleged sexual assault at a Georgia nightclub. So I think one thing I always thought was that the Pittsburgh Steelers were covering up for Big Ben, but I think in some ways the Pittsburgh Steelers was also covering up for AB, because I don't, not saying that he's a rapist or anything, but I think there's other things that have been going on with him that they probably try to keep quiet. I'm very suspicious of that club, that Steelers club. But then he also, right here, took another shot at Shannon Sharpe. And I guess him and Shannon Sharpe have a hate-hate relationship, I would say. Shannon Sharpe is very critical of him. So he said, Shannon Sharpe, the funny guy on TV, still after this. This is what AB was, he was tweeting now. He was tweeting like crazy. He was calling out everybody. And I didn't even know about this particular incident until I read this tweet by AB. It was Shannon Sharpe accused of sexual assault. And I guess this was back in 2010. Wow, I never heard of this one. It says TV analyst and former NFL tight end Shannon Sharpe has reportedly decided to step aside from his analyst gig at CBS Sport after a woman accused him of sexually assaulting her and threatening her life. Now, I never heard of this. Why have I never heard that Shannon Sharpe was accused of sexual assault? Oh my goodness. So this is what Shannon Sharpe tweeted to AB. Clantonio, 6'9", out here dry snitching on everybody. Because, Takashi 6'9" was just, he's been out here ratting on like all the other people in the music industry that's supposedly, I guess, in the Bloods. But so I guess this is what this is going towards. So this is like ABS 6'9". This is a whole mess, and it really is kind of a, now there's talks that Antonio Brown has enrolled in school. He's going back to school because he says, like in this tweet here, he says he's done with football. He clearly says he's done. I think for the moment he is done. I think he will try to come back into the to pro football. And I think there are a lot of teams that are interested in him and want to pick him up. They'll take that risk because he's that good. But they probably won't pay him as much as the Patriots and the Raiders were willing to pay him. This is very troubling to me because I feel like AB has a lot of enablers. I feel like he has a lot of people leeching up on him, hangongers, who are watching this man like going into a total downward spiral, and I feel like it's gonna get worse, because of the people around him. And so I want to talk more about AB, but I want to do it in a more serious way, and I want to get more in depth on who he is as a person, as a man. It's kind of funny, he's tweeting all of this, and he's become this sideshow, but it's an element of sadness to me for this person because I feel like he's just too talented to have his talents wasted like this. But there's something seriously wrong with him, and we'll talk more about that. And we're also going to I want to do more about baseball because the playoffs are coming up for Major League Baseball. It's one of my favorite sports. And my Yankees are in there. My Braves are in there. So I'm hoping for a Braves-Yankees World Series rematch. And so we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about AB, his situation. We'll talk about the fact that the Patriots are on a roll and they look like the team to beat again this year. And we're going to talk about Daniel Jones, the Giants quarterback. I love that game. I'm excited about this young man, and some college football as well. So I will see you guys later.